Hello my dolly dearies and welcome to another video. So today we're going to be doing something a little different and quite adventurous. So for the past couple of my videos, my camera hasn't recorded the doll's face-ups. So I thought, how can I get around this? Make a doll with no face. Unfortunately, not No Face from Spirited Away, but I will be making a TV head doll. So without further ado, let's get on with this doll. To start off, and for inspiration, I went to Pinterest and made a board. I wanted it to be quite aesthetic and sweet looking, so I also saved some outfits which were like that. I then moved on to drawing some concepts. I started off with 3 different outfits. I ended up liking the one on the left the most, so on to the next step. I did 3 different variations, one with a striped shirt, one with a striped skirt, and one with a plain top and skirt. I liked the striped one the most, so I did some different colour schemes. I ended up really liking the one in the middle, and I think it worked the best. So we're going to be using that for this doll. For this doll, I'm going to be using the old body from Mini-Me, because I felt it looked best for the doll, and an old head from a TV head doll, which I started and never completed. To start off, let's take off that TV head, it didn't work out well, and cut the head apart so we've just got the squishy neck hole, because that's all we need. Then, take your wire and sculpt an armature for a TV. I wanted it to be quite long, which is kind of weird. I then did some electrical wiring, which since I couldn't record a face-up, my camera decided to use that instead. At the back, I also attached magnets, so that it could be magnetised into the head, so if the batteries were ever needed to be replaced, it can go back in. Now, on to the sculpting. With the clay you can go in, and I decided, since I wanted it to be very light, to use air dry clay. I rolled it out in layers and spread it over the TV, so I could get it as flat as possible. It's a bit patchy around the seams, but we can clear that up in the second pass of the clay. It looks pretty nice, and it's staying together relatively well, if it's only sagging a bit in the middle. And the LEDs on the inside of the head look really cool. I then sanded everything down and patched out some bits which needed to be thicker, and I think it looks pretty good. Now onto the screen. I took a bit of plastic from the outside of a Monster High box, and then I mixed some UV resin. I wanted the TV to look static, so I added a lot of glitter so that it's basically a paste at this point. Then I attached the head, before sticking a bit on the front, because the head was very difficult to get on. Now we can go to glue in our resin screen. Take your hot glue gun and bish bash bosh, you've got a TV head. Now to paint it brown as seen in the concept. I really should have done that before putting it all together. But with the head now painted and dried, it looks pretty good. So now we can move on to making the outfit. To do this, I decided to take my striped fabric. It was a bit more blue than in the concept, but I rolled with it. Now unfortunately, I couldn't find any patterns for this doll's body type. I think it's a Disney one. It used to be Anna at some point. But I couldn't find any patterns, so I just cut out some rectangles and hoped for the best. And my hoping paid off! It actually fits! Huzzah! Now onto the skirt, which is more cutting rectangles and hoping that they work. I wanted the skirt to have a little bit of a ruffle as well, so I threaded some stuff along the top to ruffle it and pull it tight. For the doll, I did try to make patterns by doing the normal thing of covering your doll in masking tape, But the masking tape would not stick to this doll and fell apart straight away. So it's a mix of the doll not being sticky, the plastic being a bit funky, and the fact that my masking tape is very, very bad. But anyway, it all seemed to work out well. And that is her outfit done. I think it looks pretty swanky and cool, and it all combines really nicely with the colour of the head. I then added some small details and painted her nails a pale grey. And now that we've double checked the LEDs are working all fine, we are finished! I'm very happy with how she turned out. With all the aesthetics and stuff, she looks really sweet. And she will be going up for sale. So if you want her, please DM me via Instagram or Discord. Links to both will be in the description box below. But anyways, thank you for watching another video of my Dolly Diaries, and I shall see you all next time.